is loud, so.
All right, well, so I won't say anything libelous about people out there. No. Here they come sneaking in. All right, good. Oh, boy. You know, the fun thing about going out with my little audio recorder that I hold over everybody's head anyway is that when people go by me, they still stoop down. Yeah. Even though it's not a camera. Yeah, I used to correct them, but then after a while I thought, well, it's like they're bowing. Okay, sure, why not? Oh boy. Let's see. How was the hair? I just got my hair cut, as a matter of fact. Thank you. Thank you. I went to the barber college of all things. For years I've gone past there, never gone inside before. It's great. Oh, it's a wonderful place, and you never know what sort of haircut you're going to get. So it's wonderful.
So do you just say, "Give me the worm"?
Well, you kind of explain what you normally do, and they kind of figure it out. And if they know what they're doing, they'll do it. And so far as I know, there aren't anybody flunking out there. At least not the day I was there. So.
Well, I'm sure they've worked on that.
Yeah. Well. You know, I think that's the place I'm going to have to go if I ever want to get a flat top, though. See just how good these guys are. Yeah. Ever since I was 4 years old and used to see that little poster in the barber shop, I'd look straight at it. I'd be getting a burr haircut, and I'd look at that flat top, and I'd say, man, I want that. Yeah, they do the straight razor shaves. There was a guy, actually getting a straight razor shave in his head, which was pretty amazing. And that's pretty you're trusting a student to do that. That's really. But yeah, it's worth just hanging out there. And you pay them just to watch other people.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, yeah.
If you would walk your mic back about 3 feet.
Oh, okay.
Straight back.
Straight back. Oop. Me or that?
You and the mic, please.
Me and the mic, okay.
There you go.
Like so? Okay, I'm not under the light. That's what it was. Andre, how's the hair? Thank you. All right. Are we ready? Okay. Good evening and welcome once again to Late for Dinner, Art Sanctuary's live streaming showcase, coming to you live from the stage here at Art Sanctuary here in Germantown. I'm Creighton Barrow, and we have a couple of wonderful performers this evening, and a whole brand new month to break in. And since, well, let's see, the boat's out of the way now, so there really isn't anything to talk about. Let's go ahead and go into the music. Let us start with a return from some fine performers that were here before, Molly's Midnight Villains.
Thanks. Windows open and the music playing soft. You ask me if I wanna dance. It's been my only thought. A warm breeze through the curtains, my heart pounds in my chest. It's never really easy, but tonight I wanna know what's next. I've been shaking so long. I've been shaking so long, despite trying so hard just to be strong. It's ingrained into me, I want you to get through to me. It's not the time to be shy and withdrawn. If red wine is poetry, then I want whiskey's prose. Just a touch inside of us, enough to make me bold. No more space between us, I'm wrapped up in your arms. It's always complicated, but tonight, letting down my guard. I've been shaking so long, oh, I've been shaking so long, waiting just to see what could go wrong. I'm sorry for my nature, I give a list of disclaimers when I only want to fall for you headlong. Oh. I've been shaking so long, I've been shaking so long, despite trying so hard just to be strong. It's ingrained into me, I want you to get the root on me. It's not the time to be shy and withdraw. Oh, I've been shaking so long, oh, I've been shaking so long, waiting just to see what could go wrong. I'm sorry for my nature, I give a list of disclaimers when I only want to fall for you headlong. Oh. Show up in your dreams. All the kingdoms every halls will echo with their screams. Criers in the center of the crowded town square. The magistrates will make a show and shed a single tear. Oceans rise like giants and lumber onto shore. Things that were forgotten will be forgotten no more. Rivers turn to mud and deserts flood with burning brain, and there isn't any plan in place for our remains. You better run the other way. You better run the other way. The shadows are long now, we've lost another day. You better run the other way. Goes. Every one of us can feel the breath on our throats. Nothing that we understand survives the aftermath. The sun has set upon us, standing on the wrong path. You better run the other way. You better run the other way. The shadows are long now, we've lost another day. Better run the other way. better run the other way. You better run the other way. Oh, the shadows are long now. We've lost another day. Oh, you better run the other way. Thanks. We're Molly's Midnight Villains. Thank you. This next one is the single on our upcoming album, and we just dropped it on Bandcamp. So, and today actually,
It'll eventually be on all the things. but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Bandcamp for now because they actually like pay us and stuff.
yeah, and today's Bandcamp Friday, so support bands on Bandcamp today. Good to go. On the edge of your sword, before the black clouds blot out the light, gaze up at the darkness like a roiling sea. Anticipate the lightning strike. We're gonna take back the tower. It's gonna happen tonight. When the king drops screaming from the battlements, that's how you'll know that it's time. The storm has almost begun. Our time has almost come. The storm has almost begun. Our time has almost come. Throw your coins in the river. At last the old curse will come undone. It's time to bring back the scythe. Ancient ways are reborn young. Raise your cup to the tower, and the writhing dark obscuring the sun. We'll see a flood of royal blood before this day is done. The storm has almost begun. Our time has almost come. The storm has almost begun. Our time has almost come. have a great tiny audience. We have a couple of brand new ones that we're doing tonight that have not been heard by public ears. There are two of them, and one of them made it onto the album, and this one is so new that it didn't even make it on the album. It's that fresh. It's called Wolf. Little cabin alone in the woods, I rock in my chair on the porch. The boards creak uneasily underfoot, and I know something moves in the trees to the north. I grip a tin cup in my calloused hands. The smell of the whiskey singes the air. I grimace at what I feel on the wind as the dark forest calls me near. What evil is out there in this lonesome wild place? What sort of evil prowls my way? Wind calls me with eager excitement to giddy abandon under the stars. My hands grow light, I pulse with new life. A low earthy growl escapes my jaws, laughing like the river, a vile, cursed beast, cracking bones like tossed rune stones. I delight in my disastrous feast. What evil is here in these lonesome wilds? By what ruthless hunger am I transformed? The moon howls through me. You will come to me, shed your name and be reborn. What evil is out there in this lonesome wild place? What evil is here that I must face? What evil is here that I must face? Oh, oh, Thanks. Took a chance and opened up, should have known just what I'd get. I wagered with my feelings and you made me lose that bet. We could try to reconcile, but I know I won't be worth the attempt. Let's just pretend we never met. I wasn't ready to accept the truth about you yet, so I made some good excuses for your thoughtless disrespect. It's all behind us now, I'd rather move along and forget. Let's just pretend we never met. Oh, pretend we never met. Oh, pretend we never met. Took a chance and opened up. Well, what did I expect? Everything about you looks so clear in retrospect. Bricks like you are everywhere, but I haven't learned my lesson yet. Let's just pretend we never met. If our paths should cross again, don't try to make amends. I don't wanna be your enemy, don't wanna be your friend. I've raised my standards up, and I don't have any time for regrets. Let's just pretend we never met. Pretend we never met. Oh, pretend we never met. Thanks. Splashing water in my face. All right, you ready? I fall out of a fervid dream, gasping as I wake. Visions churning in my mind slowly drift away, but the feeling lingers here inside my chest. It slithers through my veins. Sometimes I wish the mornings wouldn't start in such a way. Scrape the rust off of my joints more there every day. I don't need the sun to be so bright, but I don't get a say. Yeah. Give me a cool October evening and a drink to burn my throat. Let the music run below. Let me catch a little glimpse tonight, a glimpse of what's unknown. I hear primeval secrets whispered in my dreams. I know that certain truths have been concealed from history, but the secrets and the songs of morning birds, I don't know what they mean. Give me a cool October evening so Let me breathe the night air deep. Let me close my eyes and catch a glimpse of what's unseen. Stood upon a precipice over Hell's own lake. But when the morning sun approached, the view began to fade. Someday I'll get back there to explore every crag, every cave. The leeches will keep biting until your blood is drained, and the giants grind your bones down until only dust remains. Well, if those fuckers ask for me, just tell them I'm on break, yeah. Give me a cool October evening and a drink to burn my throat. Let the music rumble on. Let me catch a little glimpse tonight, a glimpse of what's unknown. Let me catch a little glimpse tonight, a glimpse of what's unknown. Thanks. We've got, thank you guys. We've got two more, and we want to thank Art Sanctuary for having us, and Jeff Jobson, and all the people working and everything. It's great. So, yeah. Late for Dinner has been a really great showcase series. And stick around to hear Hathor's Fire, because that's going to be awesome. And we love you. Out from crevices the demons crawl forth to speak, to howl at us their ancient curses, the shrieks and wails haunting between craggy peaks. Twisted figures revel in their monstrous verses. Don't forsake the place from which tonight the dead names plummet from the shadowed heights. Don't surrender tonight. This spur that pierces through to reach up to the moonlight. When hateful gods stretch their claws out to snare you, may your name survive. Crawl back to the light through the darkest of caverns and make your name survive. from dusty tombs beneath the hallowed moon. Whispering voices of cadaverous names echo through the walls of those sepulchral halls, begging to believe that deaths weren't in vain. When hateful gods stretch their claws out to snare you, may your name survive. Face the avalanche that rushes downhill to bury you, and make your name survive. Hateful gods stretch their claws out to snare you, may your name survive. Crawl back to the light through the darkest of caverns and make your name survive. When hateful gods stretch their claws out to snare you, may your name survive. Face the avalanche that rushes downhill to bury you, and make your name survive. You're stalling me with Bereneth. Still I sit here on your bed, ignoring the clock, looking at like prophecy. My path is set today. We lay foundations for future regrets. It's been a good time. I see you somewhere down the line. Soon it's just the memories fading from mind. We'll never know what could have been or what could have grown. We'll wander every now and then, each on our own. I know I'm gonna miss you someday, and it hurts already. Oh, I'm gonna miss you someday, and it hurts already. You just ain't going my way. The moon above the ocean tides, and here we are, the two of us along for the ride. Trying to keep cool, you say that you miss me too. I hope that you find something like this with someone new. I know I'm gonna miss you someday, and it hurts already. Oh, I'm gonna miss you someday, and it hurts already. You just ain't going my way. I'm gonna miss you someday, and it hurts. Oh, I'm gonna miss you someday, and it hurts already. You just ain't going my way. Thanks, guys. We're Molly Midnight Villains. Stick around.
Fantastic. Molly's Midnight Villains. All right. Well, thank you so very much for tuning in, and I hope you're enjoying yourselves out in there in the ether. And right now we're going to have another inspirational video here for Art Sanctuary. I would like to mention that it was a Francis Xavier Weirich of Seattle, Washington, who was the person who was able to correctly identify or answer the questions that I had posed last week. And was, let's see, there was also another friend of mine who suggested that this is perhaps Alexander Jackson, who was the engineer responsible for developing the Muncie M22 Rock Crusher 4-speed transmission from back in the 50s. Could be, we don't know. At any rate, a portrait is going off to Francis Xavier Weirich for correctly answering the questions that I posed last time around. That was, Art Sanctuary had been turned into, and the answer was a circus, and it was for the musical, which was also an apple, which was a pippin. So, anyway, pay attention to the video. I will be asking another question, and another portrait will be going out to someone next week. Meantime, relax, pay attention. I'll be asking a question later. Bye.
Hi, I'm Lisa Fry, and I am a co-founder of Art Sanctuary. We've been around for about 16 years now, which is a long time. So this is our building, standing outside here in Schnitzelburg, Germantown, on this gorgeous day. Art Sanctuary is a 26,000 square foot space. We have a 10,000 square foot venue area where we hold weddings, fundraisers, we have bands play, do DJ dance nights, kind of a goth type feel, monthly. We do a late for dinner that we've been working on the last few months because it's a live streaming situation. The Vava Vixens do our shows here, which I'm also manager and producer of that. Very near and dear to my heart. We usually do about 3 of those a year, and that's a huge, if you haven't seen one yet, look us up, they're amazing. The community that exists within the building is very supportive of one another. It gives a safe place for us weirdos to come.
Producing musical theater is always a challenge for a group that is constantly changing venues and moving around, putting shows up in different places around town. And when we did our first show here at Art Sanctuary, which was Carrie the Musical, we found immediately a group of people who were very interested in allowing us to really realize the artistic vision we had for the show. So we were able to have really respectful, positive, productive conversations with everyone here so that they felt like their venue was being respected and treated well, and we felt like we were able to really do all we could to bring the show to life. So that resulted in a show that we have, you know, never could have imagined doing because of how large it was and how everyone here at Art Sanctuary helped us make it the best it could be. We came back for Pippin, which was a musical that really basically turned this whole room into a circus, a literal circus. And anywhere else, I don't see how the show could have been as big as it was, but thanks to the team at Art Sanctuary that wanted us to be able to succeed in pulling off this circus, as well as our own internal designers, choreographers, directors, actors, we were able to really do some incredible magic in here. And then for the last show we did in here, which was American Psycho, we built in the theater event space room, we built a whole fashion runway that extended through the auditorium, and it had immersive aspects for the audience. There was blood, there was lights on the ground, it was all over the place. And these 3 shows we've done in here just would not have worked anywhere else. We couldn't have brought them to life anywhere else because the flexibility and versatility of Art Sanctuary made them possible. We of course had the design minds behind it, but thanks to people who operate this venue allowing us to really make some bold choices and also working with us to ensure we were meeting, every kind of safety standard we needed to. There was just unprecedented production value, and I can't imagine having done them anywhere else.
Hi, my name is Jerica Jones. I'm the executive director of Girls Rock Louisville. Girls Rock Louisville is a nonprofit dedicated to empowering girls, gender nonconforming youth, and trans youth of all identities through music. So what we do is we provide music lessons. We form bands with the children. They get to collaborate and create original songs. Then they get to perform them at a live showcase. So Art Sanctuary has been just the most incredible venue, not only just for Girls Rock Louisville's Sparkle Ball, but also for the kids to showcase. The kids always come in and they're enamored by the space, by the stage. It's been welcoming. We've been able to have like real shows here where like we get to celebrate what the kids have made, and it's beautiful. The community comes, we pack the house. It's just beautiful. So Art Sanctuary has provided Girls Rock Louisville, whether it be our showcases or some of our fundraising events, a place to call home that's welcoming, that's fun, that's edgy, that's us, it's local, and it's beautiful.
Late for Dinner was conceived as a way for musicians to have an opportunity during this period of time to perform when they couldn't play out at clubs, and also an opportunity for people at home to be able to enjoy music without having to go to a club. Art Sanctuary has very graciously helped set that up and make it possible for their stage to be used, and it's been a very interesting and exciting couple of months here that we've been doing this. Well, Late for Dinner's allowed musicians to have an opportunity to perform, and it's this period of time here. When people got started, they knew how long it was going to take for them to be able to get out and play again, and this they've been very excited about being able to get out and perform, even though there's not a live audience, and it's helped them quite a bit. It's also helped people that are fans of theirs to be able to keep up with them, and it's been a good opportunity for them to show off what they've been doing since they've been quarantined. I've noticed a lot of musicians have new material and actually been putting out new recordings during this whole time, and this is an opportunity to showcase those.
Radio Arcane has grown. We've existed only since 2017, so about 3 years. We started off just doing kind of DJ nights, but we have grown to where we are booking touring acts from around the country. We interview them on our podcast. I don't know, there's just a lot of angles to having a community of creative people around you that is highly beneficial to artists that sometimes you just don't have at home on your own. There are about 14 of us. We have a very diverse group of people, other creative people that make music. A lot of us are in bands. Some of us are visual artists. A lot of us are sound production. It's hard to stay in the groove of being creative. You have jobs, you have distractions. Some people have children or whatever. And having a space that you can go to that's a quiet space for you, where you're open to create, but you also have a community of people. But being able to stream music at Art Sanctuary, they're still able to be on stage with professional lighting and professional sound. And it just gives a little bit more of that live experience that people miss.
Vava Vixens is a program of Art Sanctuary. We have been around for a little over 10 years now, and we have been performing variety shows and many themed shows, about 3 to 4 a year for that whole time. And we have a very diverse group, probably of about 30 different performers, all different kinds, like singing, dancing, and big choreographed dance numbers, aerials, all kinds of really fun striptease, of course, since it is a burlesque troupe. but it's become really a source of joy for me. I'm a manager and producer of that group, and we've become a tight-knit, close family, and it's a place where people can feel safe to explore themselves as an artist. One of the really cool things about Vava Vixens and Art Sanctuary is that it brings a multitude of it brings everybody together. So our audiences tend to be anywhere from 18 to 80. It's all different kinds of people. So you never know what you're going to see in here, which is amazing. And it's really brought a community together that really, it's a place where you can feel comfortable and safe. This is a sanctuary after all.
When I first joined, we were the only burlesque troupe in the city. Now there are plenty more, but we are probably one of the largest ones now. We do burlesque, we do variety shows, we have singers, aerialists, circus performers, just everything you can think of, all pushed into one big, raunchy is the wrong word, tastefully raunchy show. I think it's so important to Louisville. People are born and raised to think that your sexuality isn't necessarily an okay thing, and especially myself starting in it at such a young age, like it has completely shaped the way that I feel about my body. I know now that I'm beautiful and that that's a good thing to be able to flaunt yourself and be like, this is okay and this is worth it. It's made a huge difference in my life. And I have talked to plenty of audience members that say, as myself as a curvy lady, that it's very empowering to see so many people of so many different shapes and sizes and genders and sexualities and everything just coming together to be worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I didn't realize how many of my friends were DJs and in bands and dancers until I started coming to shows at Art Sanctuary. And it's really just a place where we can be creative. And I had no idea how many of my friends were visual artists either until I saw their art at Art Sanctuary. So for me, I mean, the place is just more than a venue, more than a bar, more than a theater. You know, it's a lot. It's amazing. For me, the Vixens is an opportunity to actually do a little bit more creative things that I couldn't do with a regular theater show. I mean, so many musicals and regular plays that you do, you have your very strict script and you have the songs that you have to learn, but with the Vixens, you actually get to create it yourself. At the rehearsals, we really get to know each other, especially when you're, you know, let's say you're doing a group dance and you may not have danced with some of the people in the troupe yet, then you get to know how everybody moves, and it's a lot more fun to perform. So I really just miss the camaraderie and the creativity and just being on stage with the Vava family.
Art Sanctuary and the Vixens especially have given us an excellent space in order to really be able to experiment with our circus arts that we would in a way that probably most other places wouldn't allow us to, especially seeing as the Vixens tend to be a little bit more avant-garde and a little bit more openly sexual. We've been able to play with those types of performances, as well as being able to just like that avant-garde aspect of it, being able to really be as creative as we want to be with our art, whereas in more commercial settings or more traditional settings would probably not be able to explore the space, so to speak.
Drawing together, I would say on the communal aspect, what it does for Louisville really reveals a side of just artistic expression all under one roof that I don't know that anywhere else in the city that I've ever experienced, especially the genuine level of passion that every artist in not just the Vixens
and the ability for
music,
collaboration too.
Yeah,
like there's so much collaboration that happens here that would not happen anywhere else.
This is my first time ever seeing it in here. Having never seen a show, I was just blown away by the possibilities of what it can do and what it since then has done. The bands that it's brought in, like I said, the fundraising events, theater events, practice space for the troupe, and yeah, I don't know. Having not been a part of this, 5 years ago, and now I'm jumping right in to the Vava Vixens. I don't know what we would have done without this facility.
I've been with Vava for a good 6-7 years now. I was actually with them before I started performing, but it's actually one of the best things that's ever happened to me, to be honest. Never thought I'd ever be on a stage, but this is where I spend most of my time now, and I miss it and I love it. I wasn't even in Vixens when I started coming here, and to watch it grow into what it has been growing into is just fantastic. I mean, the add-ons, the people, the place, just the customers, the people that come here to watch us, everything is just top-notch, man. I miss it all. There's a lot of different communities that share this place, and a lot of times they all come to create the same community, and I've been able to join all of them, and they're all fantastic. I miss them.
And we're performers with the Vava Vixens and longtime lovers of Art Sanctuary.
Yes, this is definitely a second home to us.
We dance, we choreograph, we do aerial acrobatics. Rachel sings.
Sometimes I do the talky things, but they're not my favorite.
We make costumes, we make props.
Yeah, we
wear a lot of hats.
We wear a lot of hats. Being on stage and being able to perform with my wife, we even perform under the name Gay Lady Duo. We perform all over, not just with Vava, but when we're here and we get to perform as, as us, Gay Lady Duo, with our love and our queerness, and on stage, and people see that and they see our chemistry and they see our love, it just feels really good, and people celebrate that, and that is a really cool thing to offer to the queer community and people that aren't queer. They need to see stuff like this, and it needs to be more mainstream, and we're here for that. We are here for that, for sure. Our troupe in general, we're just a big family, and we all support each other in our craft. We lift each other up, we encourage each other and inspire each other. It's a really unique way to, see other parts of ourselves and express them in different ways, and just have the freedom and the safety to do those things.
My name is Keith Waits. I'm the gallery and facility manager at Louisville Visual Art and have been for 14 years. I'm also the managing editor of arts.louisville.com, and I have the good fortune to have a three-way relationship with Art Sanctuary and the people here. As in my role at LVA, we conduct adult figure drawing classes here with Claudia Hammer, and have been doing that for a couple of years now very successfully. It's turned out to be a wonderful location for us, and as the managing editor of Arts Louisville, we have begun to have our annual theater awards in February here at Art Sanctuary. This year they will probably be an online-only presence, and Art Sanctuary's ability to provide that opportunity is essential in that relationship. And then also, as managing editor for Arts Louisville, I review a lot of things, including a lot of live performances. So I've been here to review Vava Vixens and other companies that have used the Art Sanctuary stage for their productions. And it's been a wonderful relationship. Art Sanctuary is run by artists, and that I think is maybe the secret to its success and its ability to have these kinds of partnerships.
So we have studios here for around 30 artists, and we have them designed specifically to keep the cost down. So an individual artist may have a 50 square foot studio for $50 a month, but they have access to a whole lot more than that. There's access to tools for framing and large light tables and big workspaces and wall space to really back up from your work, and not to mention the human beings that are around that care about the same things that you can engage with. Kind of a studio situation like one might have in college.
It has exponentially improved my practice having the studio space. Because I'm a professional artist, I need a space that's purely designated for my art and art making. And it's also really helpful because when I was first starting, it's a very kind of solitary practice, and having this group and this community is very helpful. The affordability of the studio spaces, I think, is really helpful and important because as an artist, it's really hard to afford a studio space.
Artists need space outside of their homes that's designated specifically for exploring whatever's happening in their artistic practice.
It's given me that space to just like lay it all out, and if I need to just close up and go home, I can just leave my mess there. You know, there's the conversation is waiting for me right when I get back. And it's provided network of other people around me. At one point we were doing critiques, and I feel like there's always someone around that I can be like, hey, what do you think about this? Or do you have any glue I can borrow? Or hey, I don't need these supplies anymore, and you put them in a space where other people can have them. So there's all that sharing of supplies and ideas. It's pretty awesome. One of the benefits I've been finding, especially in the last couple years, I've been getting more of the business end of my studio practice together. And I've been inviting curators to come in and do studio tours. And it's just really nice to have that space where I can, you know, put everything out and show them everything I've been working on. And, you know, it's like inviting somebody to your office. It provides another level of authenticity and business appeal, you know, just like, I'm serious. I'm renting a studio and I'm doing my work. I'm not screwing around.
So if you're watching this, I'm sure you're aware of how vital the arts are to the city, to any community. It's even more vital to the artists themselves, and part of how art gets made is having a place to make it, and that's what we do. We provide artists a place to really explore their art, and we can't do it without you. That's well, that's why we need your help. There are 30 visual artists here. There are probably as many performing artists here, and then all of the outside performing acts, musical groups, dance groups, theater groups, traveling artists, people who exhibit in the gallery that wouldn't necessarily have access. And with donations, we're able to provide an affordable space for them to do it. And we need your help.
All right. Well, and here we are back. We have returned, even with a microphone maybe. Could be. There we are. Hello and welcome back from that fine inspirational video about Art Sanctuary. And I hope you were paying attention, because here is your question for this week. Keith Waits was on there talking about Art Sanctuary and his role in it, and he was wearing a hat, and on the hat was an animal. Tell us what that animal was, and I believe it's Alexander Jackson. His portrait will come your way. Anyway, I do hope you are enjoying the program here, and I hope you're enjoying all the programs that we have for you for Late for Dinner. And let's see, by all means, do check out the Bandcamp sites for both our performers this evening, both for Molly's Midnight Villains and Hathor's Fire. And also, if you are watching, naturally you're watching on the Art Sanctuary channel on YouTube, please subscribe to that. That way you can get when you come to YouTube, you'll be able to see that right in front of you. You'll be able to say, hey, there's that Late for Dinner I've been wanting to watch, and there it is. And I would also like to remind you, since this particular day is the first Friday of the month, so when you do go to Bandcamp and you do pick up the fine pieces of music that our performers have for you, they will get all of that. Bandcamp will keep their grubby little fingers out of it this particular day. But that doesn't mean you can't go any other day. It's just, grubby fingers, etc. Anyway, but continuing onward. Thank you, Bandcamp. We really appreciate it. Never mind. Continuing on, we have another fine group for you, and quite an array of stringed instruments over here. Let us go ahead and get them started for Hathor's Fire.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? We're Hathor's Fire. Thanks, everybody, for coming to the show. I want to thank each and every one of you individually. Thanks to Art Sanctuary. That song was called Sekhmet, and it's being released on streaming platforms such as iTunes and Spotify and all that good stuff today. So if you and 1,000 of your friends all add us to a playlist and play us incessantly in your sleep, we'll earn a couple dollars.
That'd be great.
Yeah, so do it. Shall we?
Gotta get my instrument
Tuning back up to standard.
Back into
The oud, yeah, oud's
tuning
always a
at
challenge.
all tension pegs in a new place. A new place of wonder and unknown humidity. All right, do it, buddy. Take it. Go, go. Woo! Every song ends so epically. It's like the book of bow. It's done. Yeah. It's an empty vessel. That's why it's so vertical at the end of it.
Thanks. That is also a fresh song.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh. Pretty fresh.
Fresh as a bagel in the morning. And it's about the nights we spent in Lecce, Italy. At the sunsets, we were on a rooftop building, sleeping. That is where we stayed. And we would watch the swifts come down.
Yeah. So many birds, just
all over.
They would. Well, at sunset, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
they
amazing.
would come down around us. So at one point, you were above the swifts as they would circle. And it was a very strange and incredible place and time to be.
This was pre-COVID. It feels like 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
It feels like
it was 2019.
It feels like it was in days of old when magic filled the air. Hit it, buddy. It's all you.
Something to be said about striving for more. Constant self-improvement. What will you make of your time? And I won't be still. Don't be still. Something to be said about striving for more. Constant self-improvement. How will you make your time? Won't be still, don't be still, don't be stagnant. Don't be still, don't be still, don't be stagnant. Don't be still, don't be stagnant.
As was aforementioned mentioned, that was a cover, everybody. That was it was a halfway cover. It was a 50% cover. It's a Tristen Brooke song.
That's me. I'm Tristen Brooke.
From BW4 time.
But we're adding it. We're adding some TB songs to the set list.
If COVID wasn't enough, we're adding some TB. So even extra reason to grab that N95 mask while they're hot. As before mentioned, it's Bandcamp Friday. And if one person purchases a song off Bandcamp, we'll make a couple bucks. Thank you, Bandcamp. Thank you, Jeff Jobson, for your lovely emceeing. That's lovely. And And wasn't Molly's Midnight Villains terrific?
Oh, they were amazing. Loved that.
I've done Late for Dinner with multiple bands, and whenever Jeff asks me what band, the act I'm bringing, what band I want to play with, I always pick a band I'm a huge fan of. So, a huge fan. I'm a huge. I don't know what. I'm a
awesome.
villainer, I guess. I don't know. Villainer people.
Yes.
I don't know what you call.
Yes.
Molly's Midnight Villains fans, but I'm one. So. Are you tuned, buddy?
I hope so.
Oh, me too. I hope I'm tuned too. Let's do this.
Yeah, before that changes.
Ladies and
That
gentlemen.
we've never played that for anybody, right?
That was our pandemic project.
Yeah.
We're like, let's write a song with all of the uneven Arab and Turkish rhythms.
It's called Order and Chaos.
It's more chaos than order at the moment. But that's
Order and
okay.
chaos.
Hang on, I'm going back to more familiar territory. Hang on. I'm back. Did I miss anything?
I'm still tuning.
Oh, okay, cool. Good.
I think I'm just going to live out of tune. Are you tuning?
I'm fretless. It doesn't matter. I can just tune with my fingers. Just slide it up a notch.
will that'll work. Maybe our path isn't going up the mountain, but take me to see the beauty of this earth.
Thanks. That was a hawk sound. I use pedals with my hands. So deficient. It's what do you happen when you plug acoustic players into pedal boards? It's like cat making muffins. next song is also available on Bandcamp. And, streaming platforms where you can add things to playlists and stuff. Tell 1,000 friends. Tell 1,000 friends. YouTube, we're on you.
Hey.
Thanks, everybody. We're going to be at maybe the Limbo tomorrow. You never know, but we might be there.
It might be Riot Cafe. It might be Limbo.
But
you'll find us. You can probably hear us.
Yeah.
They're right next to each other. Whichever one they decide.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going tomorrow, but we'll be there tomorrow.
Limbo.
Masked
If
up
not
and-
Limbo, you'll hear us at Riot Cafe.
with
But they're next
masks
to-
on and being safe and, all those things that you're supposed to do in the middle of a respiratory pandemic. I have a PhD in microbiology. Don't do it. Don't. All right, this song's called The Summoning.
If your dreams slip to a dark, distant memory, don't stay estranged. Summon them back. Breathe into life. Break through the fear. Pursue passion. Don't let them die.
Did I break it?
You broke it.
I might have broken it.
You broke it. Now you'll have to play the glissentar. You have to, yeah. You have to play one of mine.
I don't know. Is it?
Do you need another cable, baby?
Anything?
The amp. We broke it with our rock. This is a great time to mention that song is A, haunted.
Yep.
And B, cursed.
Is this coming through? No?
Yes, C, rocks too fucking hard. And is also a video on YouTube that was videographed by a wonderful videographer named Joe Mays.
Joe, he's back there.
Joe Mays.
Hey, we have a sweet video thanks to Joe. Yeah.
It's sweet and it's
so cool.
amazing. And it has fire.
I don't know. Is it
and
one? Is it
dancers.
Is it the wall?
And
We can go with that wall, maybe. What if I try with that wall?
you should check it out on YouTube. I think it's on the Hathor's Fire. Whoa, chapter. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's almost as hot as our rock. But Joe did a wonderful job, and it's a beautiful video. You guys should check it out. Thank you, Joe.
Oh.
Thank you. Joe Mays, everybody, videographer.
Yeah, Joe Mays.
Woo! Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, should we start from where we end?
Ow, let's just start. I think we're good, aren't we? Let's go to the next
song. Okay,
Let's go
well,
to the next
yeah,
song.
you can check out the rest of that
hell, I
song
gotta
on
change.
Spotify or Bandcamp.
You're just gonna have to go get it off Bandcamp to find out how it ends.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of tough on my equipment. We both are, I think. My poor guitar has been repaired so many
That's why I have
times.
to have three. Is that they're all none of them are gonna survive this show, so I just have to have three. All right, everybody. All right, listen. This is a rock and roll show now.
Yes. This one's called Servant to the Serpent. This is also one that we haven't played for anybody before.
Finished it the other night.
Yeah.
In fact.
I imitate a rattlesnake at some point in the song.
And I'm a little terrified of what's about to happen. All hail Mary, full of grace. Cheers. This is to the serpent. No. Yes, no, I don't. To the serpents in the bottom of that Indiana Jones movie. You're watching a live stream. Peace.
Thanks. I don't know. We broke some gear, maybe. Yeah. Who knows? I don't know.
Let's break some gear.
Am I gonna unplug?
Yeah, that's it. Run. Run. But actually,
Oh, we didn't want it to end. That's the thing about it. Oh my gosh, that was fantastic. Hathor's Fire, fantastic. I'm speechless. What can I say? Oh, well, thank you all very much. Thank you very much, Molly's Midnight Villains. And each and every one of you out there, I really appreciate you tuning in. By all means, check all these folks out on Bandcamp. And we love Bandcamp, fingers and all. So, tune in again next week. We will have more for you. And it will be right after my second vaccine. So it might be a very, very interesting show on my part. So, in the meantime, take care, be safe, and we'll catch you next week. And if you'll excuse me, I'm late for dinner.
That was fun. I wonder what happened
Good job.
to whatever was